Well, hello,
Hello.
everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey, along with my wonderful guest, Debra Zachau of Grow Your Light. Hello,
Thank
dear. How are you?
I'm good. I'm really happy. Even though it's warm, I'm kind of wilting. But
Yeah,
I think everyone is so.
yeah. It's a little cool here right now. Which is fine because we did have a couple of weeks ago. It was dreadfully hot. It
Mm.
Yeah, we were up in the 90s, and that's for us that's very unusual. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Wow.
that's what we had. Yeah. So, but I'm not going to complain because it is cool. It has been raining. I'm hoping that that's really going to help with the wildfires and everything else. So, you know what? We got to trust Mother Nature. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So, uh hello, Peace, please. Nice to see you here. And Marby Gangora, nice to see you. Now, I know
Hi,
that there are some of you that are in the background. You're lurking. That's all right. Lurk away. You're Some of you are working and lurking. So that's all right. Only thing I ask is that you please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And And I have Debra's information listed in the description of the video. So make sure you go over to her channel and do the same thing over there. So,
thank you.
and hello, Hypnicity and Annie Moore. Nice to see you guys here. So, Debra, what have you got going on?
My audiobook is like this far from being published on my coaching site. It's where you can stream the whole thing. And then I'm going to be coming out with where it's you stream the whole thing, and it's chapter by chapter, so you can learn. And then there's different information for that, and so that's a bigger project that's
Yes.
almost done. So very
Oh,
soon, I'll be
good.
on with Allie tomorrow at noon, and then Lalit at 2 the next day, Thursday. So I'm busy this week. I got to wear lipstick like 5 times.
Oh, my God. Please. There's nothing sacred.
A crime. It's a crime.
Yes, yeah. Today's going to be a little busy because I've got after our show at 4 p.m. Mountain. I've got Irish Granny Helen joining me, and
Ah,
then at 7 tonight, it's Taco Tuesday.
oh yeah.
So, yeah, always look forward to Taco Tuesday. I'm pretty sure Gary's going to be there. David may or may not be there because I think he might have been traveling yesterday. I know he was up here in Canada. He was in Toronto for the Rush concert and meeting up with some friends, and so
Nice.
yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, very very nice. So I said, yeah, I told him if you make it, you make it. If you don't, you can't leave Gary and I unsupervised. So anything goes sideways. Yeah, so there. So
Funny.
there. So I do want to let you guys know that if you want to get in for a chance to get a reading, please type in hashtag eclipse because tomorrow is the eclipse and it's going to be interesting. I'm sure that it's going to be very interesting. And oh, Hypnicity says my connection is glitching. Uh,
Yep.
yes. Yeah,
Space
totally.
free.
Yeah, totally understand that. So, yeah, I'll be using the giveaway tool to determine who gets a reading, and what I will ask is if you are a winner, and only if you are a winner, type your question in right away. Don't wait because you might miss your turn. So, give some thought to what the question that you want to ask. Give some thought to making sure that it's personal for you, that it doesn't involve third party. will my husband get a promotion? Will my grandson get into university? And that kind of stuff. Medical, I hesitate because I'm not a doctor. So, I always, there are professionals out there. So, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I wouldn't go to my doctor for a tarot reading. So, yeah, you don't go to a tarot reading.
Imagine throwing the sutures out and the
Yeah,
knives. And, oh, well,
yes, all
good
that good
results.
stuff. Yes. So, both Deborah and I do private readings.
Mhm.
So, if you are interested in a private reading, and generally, a lot more information comes out in a private reading than we're sort of able to do here. This is just a very, very broad sort of overview. If you want to have more information, if you want to dig deeper, then by all means, book yourself in for a reading, 30 minutes, 60 minutes. You'd be surprised how much comes out. Then besides, this is an open forum. This is, a discussion for everyone. You don't want a lot of your private stuff being discussed and being on the internet for the whole world to hear either today, tomorrow, next week, next year, so yeah, think about that. And it's a good time to get a reading and find out, you get a little bit of an overview, a map of what you're going to be or what you might be facing over the next 5-6 months. We don't make predictions, but we give you some, signposts along the way, and then you can decide which direction you go in. Right. So, and if they wanted to book with you, they can go to your website.
Website is just debrazachau.com or growyourlight.com, and the booking options slash booking. But I'm there, and my readings are if you have a kind of a pattern that comes up, either family, I get really busy around the holidays because of family, or if, there's always the same problem in your marriage, all that stuff. One of the things I do is numerology, as you know, and I am able to go into the numbers of all your peers and all your family and spouses and bosses, and if you have their birthday, and able to give you the clue why they do what they do and why you react the way you do. Once it's in your head, oh, that's what it is, then life is much more manageable. But I say that, I promote myself on that because it helped me so much.
Exactly.
It solved so much of my problems with people, because I didn't want to have an assumption about anyone. Because, when you start this business, you have to learn to just be a blank page, a sponge. And I was finding myself having these sizing people up. I'm sorry to admit that, but I think everyone does that. But I was conscious. It made me uncomfortable because it was inauthentic. So when I found numerology, I was finally able to see the person and all their beauty and wonderful and brilliance and what they were born to do. And they're just doing what they need to do. And so what if someone doesn't like, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's my objective with readings. So thanks for
fabulous.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Yes. And if you're interested in booking a reading with me, you can go to my website, which is Marina's Heart Center Tarot, or heartcentertarot.com. Marina's heartcentertarot.com or heartcentertarot.com. There you go.
I'm glad you
I waited, I bet you 4.5 years in order to be able to get heartcentertarot.com. And oh man, I think the minute it became available, boom. I had it. So, so hello, Delphi and Sanity Claus. Nice to see you here. Okay. So I think that's pretty much it. Don't really. I've posted my schedule for the week up on the on YouTube. So go over, click on posts, and you'll see it'll come up. It's, the week ahead. It tells you where I'm going to be, who I'm going to be with, what time. All the info is on there. So, alrighty. Well, I think you know what. We've got 5 entries. We don't have too many people in the room, but that's okay. They'll whoever is going to be here is going to be here. So there we go. And we'll start off with we'll start with 4. Okay. So here we go. And of course, if my own pops up, and I hope it does right away, that way it's boom, gone out of
the way.
Yes, yeah, gone. There we go. Thank you very much, Spirit. Thank you. Okay. Like that, like when it answers. So we're going to start off with Delphi.
I don't see it spin.
Oh, yeah, that's because I forgot to put it up there.
Okay. So I've done that plenty of times.
Yes.
So did your name come up and that's why you said to get it out of the way?
Yes. Yes.
You're such a good intuitive.
Hey. So Delphi, please post your question right away. Be specific. Okay. And then after Delphi, we've got Annie Moore. And Annie, you too, please post your question. So we've got hypnicity. And of course, the last one, which won't come up, it won't show up here, but is Sanity Clause.
What is it?
Sanity Clause.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. And okay, let me remove that. So Annie Moore got you. Thank you. How will the rest of the month be for Delphi? Gotcha. Okay, so we've got Delphi and Annie Moore. So hypnicity and Sanity Clause. Get your questions in. Sanity Clause. Okay.
These are good questions.
And hypnicity, if you're here, this is your second call. Third
she was
call.
glitching.
She was glitching. Oh, right. Okay. Yes. All right. Well, then.
There she is.
Here we go. Gotcha. Okay. So let's start off with Delphi, who says, thank you. How the rest of the month will be for me. How's the rest of the month going to go for Delphi? And hello, Joan Baker. Thank you guys for being here with us. And how will the rest of the month?
Well, I got profitable. Now remember the Pentacles, I got the Knight of Pentacles, and the Pentacles are all about property as well, items, anything you can hold in your hand. Yeah. The
Mhm.
and I also have the Four of Wands, meaning that it's pretty stable. The only thing I have here is that that's holding you up, I guess. I also have the Knight of Cups, is this idea that you don't want to move forward on something because you're nervous about making a mistake. I'm here to tell you, just trust. So
Mhm.
that doesn't have to come into your mind. So
Yep,
that's what
absolutely, absolutely. And I've got some good cards for you as well. How will the rest of the month go? I get goals, stepping stones. So you're being asked to think about what it is that you want to concentrate on, what it is that you want to manifest in the future, and start taking steps towards making that happen. I also got learn and empower. So if that means, doing a little bit of shadow work, doing a little bit of work on yourself, um, you're you're going to learn an awful lot in terms of what you're going to be doing going forward. And she says that that is the way I am. Oh,
scared of
scared
the
of the
computer.
computer. Well, don't be scared. Also, with learn and empower, I get wisdom and experience. So I think that the month is going to be exactly what it is that you want to make it. If you concentrate on the positive and the goals that you're going to set and start taking steps towards achieving that, it's going to happen. If you're going to sit back and say, well, I don't know what to do, I'm just going to sit here and think about it, then that's
And you
exactly,
can.
yeah.
I mean, you could just go ahead and say, no, the computer is too complicated. But I don't know how old you are, but there are so many continuing education classes to start
Yes.
computers. And all you do is you want to take the basic, I guess, the Word suite or Microsoft Suite or
Yes.
365 or whatever, and learn Word, PowerPoint, blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
Just learn those four things, and your creativity is going to start. So don't do it for your
Yes.
creativity, if nothing else.
Absolutely. And I don't know about you guys down south, but I know that up here in Canada, a lot of the libraries will have courses, free courses. You can go to the library website, see what's available, sign up for them.
Yeah.
Some of them are, you go down to the library, but probably about 95% of them are on the
Online.
computer. Yeah. So, and small classes. Anyway, it's definitely worthwhile looking at. And especially if it's free, it's free.
Yeah, yeah, nothing to lose. She says scammer question. So that's the conspiracy fear. And imagine the last day of your life and you get to see what you've done along with the possibilities that were available to you, the choices that were available to you when you were alive. And this one woman I talked to is an NDE. She said, I couldn't believe how strong we are and what we can achieve. It's so much bigger than what we can even think about. That's where prayer
Yes,
comes in. So try not to be afraid of the world anymore. I mean, just talk yourself out of that a little bit. And
yeah,
scammers can't get too far anymore.
no,
Believe me, you have to say
no,
yes to a lot of stuff.
yes,
But go to the
exactly.
library. That's a great idea. I'm going to do that. I
Yeah,
love to learn.
for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we've got Annie Moore, and
Ah.
Annie says, "Will I be debt free by next March? Will Annie be debt free?"
Wow. Good news on my end here. I've got the moon, but it's reversed. So you're seeing everything clearly. I also have two family cards. Old money family, which is inheritance and properties and things like that. Also old friends, siblings, but this is pointing more towards old money. Moving in, the arguments are over with. Five of Swords reversed. Also, we've got the 10 of the Ten of Cups, meaning that your energy is going to be right on. Don't be worried about too much, because it is, as it stands now, when I do predictive stuff, I think, what are you doing today to manifest this future that's in front of me right now? And it's like, keep going. Yes, the answer is yes. Bravo.
Okay, interesting. I got organized, be prepared. So I think there's something, prepared and ready, organized, prepared and ready. I think you've taken steps to make it happen. And you've been working hard at it. I also get challenge, difficult situation, and I'm just wondering if 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 there isn't a little bit of a fly in the ointment, and it's got nothing to do with you, it's someone else who is kind of trying to get in there. Okay, because the next card that I got was no, unclear. So
Interesting.
yeah, so I don't know if if that has to do with the other person being unclear in terms of what they need from you, or if it's you being unclear in kind of getting the outcome that you want. Hold on, I'm going to pull another card. Um, do the work, reward for the effort. Just carry on with what you've been doing, and don't let don't fall for every sob story that comes along.
I know. I was getting that hit because I had the Six of Cups reversed. That was the only
Yeah.
fly in my ointment here. It was six, and it was like siblings, old friends, and things like
Yes.
that. And it was coming in reverse. And I was thinking, you have no help with peers or contemporaries. You don't have any help that way. So
Yes.
maybe it's someone coming in saying, "Hey, Anna, Anne, I need $100. Can you give it to me?" And you don't
Yeah.
keep it.
Yeah.
Keep
Yeah.
it for yourself.
Exactly. Because you've dealt with this before. This isn't going to be something new. It's going to be, oh God, not again. So
Oh yeah,
don't fall for it.
that's smart. Yeah, that's a Six of Cups reverse too, because that's
Yes.
old. He had been. Oh man, I love the way these mesh.
I know. I know. Okay. And then we've got Hypnicity, who says, hi,
Oh,
I've had 2 unrealized pregnancies. Are there messages from either of the kids?
it'll take me a minute to find them.
Yes. And I'm going to go to another deck. They're together. I can tell you that much. Is
Oh, finally.
thanks, Hypnicity.
Yeah, they are together. Wow. Okay. Well, the one that came through from me, I'm gonna look for the second one.
Yes.
I got the Sun card. I've got the Seven of Wands reverse, which is not defending, just going with the flow kind of thing. I've got history, siblings with the Six of Cups upright. She does see that you burden yourself a little too much. That's one of the message here. So they are fine. The message for you, however, is the Five of Swords, which is bickering, but usually in your thoughts, bickering with yourself or arguing with yourself, and then the Ten of Wands, which is overburdened. So that's what they're seeing that's what this one's seeing from their perspective. Go ahead.
Okay.
I have to look at the second one.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I start off with control, power struggle. And the message underneath here is reproductive organs. So I think that what my initial feeling was that these were both male, and they they had a choice before they sort of spent a little bit of time in with your soul. This, your believe it or not, but you helped them along their journey, even though you didn't give birth to a live baby, but what you did was you incubated them so that they could make the decision on where they needed to go next. So that it feels very much like you're judging yourself. I've got hazy judgment. You're wondering, what's wrong with me? Why can't I do that? This is they're some issues also with contentment and 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 feeling comfortable, like being able you need to be able to express your your truth. It's not just enough to hold it inside and say, um, these are two babies that I lost, or two souls that I lost. Rather, change your thinking and see if it doesn't feel better to think of them in terms of they were souls on a journey that they just needed to be in a safe, warm environment for that short period of time, and you provided that. So it's not a case of you lost two babies. It's a case of you were able to give them what they needed at the time, and then they could carry on. So,
I think that's great. What's the way I do mediumship on the fly here? There's other ways I do mediumship, but I
yes.
can't get in that zone and stay popular on a show. I just
Yes.
go away. So what I do is use the tarot, and so there's 4-page cards, which are young kids,
Yes.
and I wait for the one that there's only 4 and it's 78
Yeah.
cards, and I wait for a reverse. The reverse is the past one that's passed in spirit. Uprights, they're alive. So that's how I do mediumship with cards. And I did 2 separate decks. This is the weird part. And I got the same page
Oh,
reversed. It's a page of pentacles, same page reversed for the message. And the first one was a little more happy-go-lucky and all that stuff, noticing that you're maybe hard on yourself, that kind of thing. But the next one, this was karmic. And I'm not sure exactly if they're not the same soul. One of them needed to explore an experience you agreed upon beforehand to experience that. And then the second time, that I don't believe the soul wanted to spend infancy and toddler and adulthood, and they wanted the experience that way. So you were providing space for a soul to try out life. Does that
yeah.
sound odd? I think it's that's what I'm seeing here, but they both adore you. If there is actually 2 breaths of life, I think this was 1 breath of life in 2 different um,
Could
scenarios.
be.
But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And that's why you saw they were both something,
Yeah.
girl or boy, I think it's just amazing. That was a fun question.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And hypnicity, yeah, saying, yeah, that resonates very well. Amazing. Let the forgiveness begin. Absolutely. Absolutely. You're, you know, our our bodies know what to do with different different things, especially pregnancy and whatnot, right? So sometimes, in this, it may sound a little woo-woo, but sometimes, there are souls who decide that, they're going to decide when they transition. Let's put it that way. Okay. And it may not have been in the universal plan for them to do that when they did. So I think that there's, if you want to think of it in terms of time or whatnot, that they would have transitioned naturally, maybe in 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. So I think that sometimes those souls decide to come back in as a pregnancy that doesn't go to fruition. It doesn't mean that you did something wrong.
Not at
It just
all.
means,
You did a great sacrifice. I mean, you
yes,
said okay for another soul, and to have that soul come into
yes,
your body like that, it has to be completely in agreement with your body and the soul and all of that stuff. And so I feel I'm getting chills because I'm feeling that prior to incarnating, you had a soul in your soul group saying, I want to try it out. I've been watching you guys a long time, but and
yes,
you said yes to that, thank God, because
yes,
they were able to move forward on themselves.
exactly,
Bravo. That's hard.
exactly. There you go. Wonderful, wonderful hypnicity. Okay, and then we've got Ellen's sanity clause, who says, "Will my planned trip be successful?"
I love that. If
Uh-huh.
you keep your knees bent, it's like I can go in any direction. I
Uh-huh.
know my first big trip that I planned for myself, I was dreaming about it every day and I had all these plans and oh my God, it was so disappointing because it was nothing like what I had planned,
Yes.
literally. And so that was my big, it was better in many
Yes.
ways.
Yep. I have my younger sister. She and her husband love to travel. They're constantly going off somewhere, but they're planners. They,
Oh,
like she'll plan ahead of time. On day one, we're doing this. On day two, we're doing this.
oh, I've
And,
heard of people like that.
buying, and I bought tickets for this show at this place and so on. I'm I'm one of those people that I will show up at the airport and say, okay, next flight out is going to, okay, we're going to
Yes,
Regina. Okay, let's go see what's there. Very much fly by the seat of my pants.
I love you're a pantser, not a
Yeah,
planner.
that's right. I'm a pantser. You're right. Okay, how will Ellen's trip go? Mm, okay. So Ellen, if you're going to be visiting family or dear friends or whatnot, okay, I think the journey itself is going to be great. I get content, inner peace. It's something that is going to it's going to work out very well. I also see nest change in home or family. And I also get a discard, leave it behind. So this, I think that the trip is going to be good, and I think that you'll have fun. You're just going to come to some realizations that could be a little emotional. Like, oh my God, we've been friends for 47 years, and I can't, it's like we've drifted apart or whatnot. So, just if that happens, thank the relationship for all the things that it taught you and all the things that it brought up, and then let it go. And then just let it go. So, allow for that change to come in, and you'll find there'll be a lot of inner peace that will come after this trip.
Yeah. I do get a yes on that, and it's the frame of mind. I really do believe that. And but I've got a lot of major cards here. I have the Magician, which is
Mhm.
great. You can do anything. That's the flexibility, creativity, and it's with Temperance. So you're going to need patience. I don't know if it's because of little ones or if there's someone who acts like a little one. You picked up some person, right? And I did
Mhm.
too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I see a grown person acting like a young person. I do have the world reversed. This means that it's not quite as you had planned, but the way around that so it can be successful really is to stop planning, be a
Mhm.
pantser,
Mhm.
uh,
Yeah.
and just have that patience. I've got the strength card for you. Um, I also have the hermit card, which tells me this: you you may at one point just wish you were home.
Yes.
When it's reversed like that, you're going through the motions. So, and depending on how long your vacation is, if just a weekend, that's a lot of stuff to go through in a weekend. But if it's a week or 10 days, then yeah, you're going to go up and down and say, oh, I wish had my dog or,
Yes.
that kind of thing. So, but it looks good. Stay
Yes.
loose.
Absolutely. There you go. There you go. I hope that resonated with you. Okay. And I know I think peace please.
Like something good.
If you want to post your question, um yeah, go ahead. And hello, Gerald from Tarot Stash. Nice to see you here.
Hey,
Thanks for stopping by.
thank you so much.
We can read for you if you want, Gerald.
Want a reading?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Ellen says, I will meet a friend there. Yeah. Okay. All right. So
She might
just,
be a planner and you're a pantser.
yes. Yeah.
Could be like that.
Yeah. Just go with the flow. Go with the
Yeah.
flow. Okay. So let's add here. And we've got, um,
I'm
let's
glad.
see, who do we have? We have, peace, please. Please post your question. And, and.
Yeah, she goes, yay, thank you.
Joan Baker, yes.
Hey, Candy Rocks is here. Tarot Stash and Candy Rocks. Get on the phone.
Sorry?
It's a message for Candy Rocks and Tarot Stash. Let's get on the
Oh, okay. All
call
right.
each other. Okay.
Call each other. Yeah. Okay. So there you go. Joan Baker. Got you, Joan. Oh, let me remove that. So, peace, please. Get your question in. You know how this works. Don't make me go teacher on you. Uh,
Oh, that's funny. Don't make me go.
can
Are
do
you
it.
a
Yeah.
teacher by you? Yeah, you're a teacher, right? You've always been a teacher.
Not professionally. Yes, I've always been a teacher in that no matter where I was and no matter what I did, I would be the one that would be called upon to,
You
whether it
know,
was part of the description or not, to be training people. Training
I tell you, when
people.
I'm stuck, I do think of you.
Oh,
And I don't want to
thanks.
bug you. It's just like calling on Saint Anthony. If I need lost something, I think, oh, I hate to do this just for this little thing, but
Ah,
so I can see that.
yeah. No, I'm always available, and you're never a bother. Okay. So yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, let's get rid of that. And we'll go to peace, please. who says, my birthday is 4/28/16. Not sure of the other number. I'd like to ask my team about the next 3 months. Okay, peace, please. I'm going to need a little more. The next 3 months in terms of what? You've kind of left that very, very, very open. So, in terms of career, in terms of relationship, in terms of moving, in terms of what?
And 3 months for me is a little farther out because I read so much of the
Yes.
time. So I go a week to 2 weeks or something like that. I don't like to put in anybody's mind what's going to happen 3 months from now, which is nobody. I don't feel anybody can do that with, because every day closer to that goal, that end date, the chances of you changing your mind on something, I don't want to restrict that. So
Exactly.
that's my long and short of that.
And okay, Gerald says we're in the midst of severe weather and I don't have power at my house right now. So I'm in my car charging my devices.
Oh my God.
Oh, well, there you go. When they're all charged, Gerald, feel free to drive to the ice cream store.
Yes.
Get yourself an ice cream.
Just saying. Yeah.
Just saying. Just saying. Okay, in terms of a new place. All right. So, yeah, she's thinking about in terms of a new place.
So with the numbers, you are a 30/3, which means you're very, very creative. You can change your mind quickly. You're the first one to lift the room when somebody gets somber or the party goes low. You're the first one. That's how you were born. How you are right now depends on your history and things like that. Sometimes that creativity is hammered out of us, right? But this is what the only thing I see that is without cards, with numbers only, is that you're in a personal year 6, which means you can be picky. You can be, everything has to be kind of perfect. And you're actually thinking that if something goes wrong or sideways, or it's not exactly how you wish, then you think less of yourself. So this is the burden of the 6 personal year that you can get. And for a creative person, oh my gosh, that could be so frustrating. So let your 3 shine when you're looking for a new place. So you're able to say, oh yes, I'm not fond of that. And instead of going through a diatribe of, oh, the builders shouldn't have done that. How do they think nobody's going to like that kind of thing. That's the 6 thinking. Just stay in your 3 and say, oh, I can do some good things here. So yes, true. She says, you're in bossy. This is a bossy year for you, which you wear it well. I mean, I'm not saying not to do it, but
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So what I start off with is beginnings, new start. So something that that is going to change, something that's going to be a new start. You may find a new place to live. You may decide to enhance the place that you're living at right now. You might get a little creative and so on. I also get a warning and I'm cheap. Yes, warning and deception. So that is just a little bit of a heads up to whether it's redoing where you are right now or looking at a new place. Be willing to ask questions and look at things with a little more of an analytical, okay, where's the air conditioning in this place? Oh, it's way up there. Okay. Be willing to ask questions, because when you do that, you're going to bring in that mindfulness. You're going to bring in that the focus on what you need to concentrate on, so that you're going to make a good decision one way or another, just ask questions, and yeah, it's in your hands. You decide what how that's going to go.
I am so curious, Peace, please, if you're married or in a relationship, what their birthday is. Because if you're the chief, as it stands now, especially in a 6 personal year, it's like I would follow you into the woods and know that you'd get me out. The creativity alone
Uh-huh.
and the focus and the detail orientated, you'd rescue me for sure. You wouldn't leave me in there. So my guides said,
It's going to be in a different town.
"Oh, that's exciting!
Mm-hmm.
Perfect."
Absolutely.
I love
Absolutely. Wow, that's fabulous.
it. Mhm.
Okay. And then we've got Joan Baker, who says, will I be successful in getting my new Revolutionary Patriot supplements approved with the DAR? I have been putting it off for a while.
Interesting.
DAR, I'm not.
Department of what?
Yeah, I would have thought that it would be, something to do with health and safety or the FDA, Food and Drug Administration. Um,
I wonder why you were putting it off.
yeah. Okay.
Oh, now I know why. You don't have faith in it. Now you might have faith in the idea, but it's saying, I'd love to say, oh yes, it's great, but as it stands now, I think it's more the energetic signature that you have placed around it. You've been putting it off, and that's not laziness. That's spirit telling you something. Is it the flavor of this supplement? Is it the size of the supplement? That type of thing. So what has held you back from doing it? Just because it's hard paperwork or whatever, or maybe it's a lot of money? What is it? And I think that's part of the reason.
Okay. DAR, Daughters of the American Revolution. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something with it.
Yeah. So. All right. Let me put that back up. Okay. What do I have? It's the current things going on in DC. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So what I'm getting for you, Joan, is you're overthinking it. You're making it more complicated than it needs to be. You're rather than concentrating on the bits that you can do right now, you're looking at the whole picture and saying, that's just overwhelming. I can't do this whole thing. So you're kind of like standing in your own way. Okay. So I get meditation, go within, look at the reasons that, and be willing to spend a little bit of time in the shadow. Okay. Why are you afraid of succeeding at this? What is it that success will bring that you think you are not entitled to, or you don't have a right to have, or to dream, or whatnot? Um, examine your motivation and see where that is pulling you. But I think there's something underlying that you're I think you're afraid of being successful. Honestly, that's what I get. So I also got let go, heavy burdens that you've kind of backed yourself into a corner in that you're very afraid of taking the next step. So you're you're putting roadblocks in your own way without realizing it. right? You're you're submitting the paperwork, but there was one part of the form that you forgot to fill in, or they wanted additional information on something, and or you don't know where you put that letter, and so now you have to go digging for it. But it's those little things that we set up. I also got communicate, talk it out. So if there's someone that you're very comfortable with, that you can work with and find out what is preventing you from taking that next step forward. I think that you'll find things are going to go a lot quicker, and um, they're going to happen exactly as they should. But honestly, Joan, I think, yeah, you're ready to make this happen. Just stop over analyzing it.
Mhm.
That's yeah, that's what I get. Yeah.
So, peace,
Yeah.
please. Said
Mhm.
something about. So remember, I was doing the numbers. Do you mind if I do this?
No, of
Say
course
this.
not. Yes.
So peace, please was a 3, which is very creative. That's a life path, and having a 6 personal year, which is detail orientated, and it's kind of the opposite of 3 almost, because creative is all over the.
Yes.
Creative is a circle, but the other is a line. Now, you you've been in a relationship for 2 months with a 35-8, and this 8. I thought, why is an 8 attracted to a 3 and vice versa? Because one's contemporary, thinks a lot, and the other one
Ah,
is just creative. She's a pantser and a planner together. He's
yeah.
having a 3 personal year, which is your life path number. So he is able this year to enjoy your spontaneity. This is going to start shifting near the end of the year. He's going to move into a 4 personal year, which means a little more, I don't know. She was cute, but now she's too quirky, and now she's unpredictable. And this is a scenario that can happen here. And then with you being in a 6 going into a 7, you're going to question, he's not mirroring back my best self. So here's the thing. If you are the only one planning the next date, understand that that's when you start losing him. So just study your numbers. Study your
Mhm.
numbers. Get my book.
Yeah.
I have your number. That'll tell you everything.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And Deborah has a number of fabulous books that are
Yeah,
on her website. The cards as well, the clarity cards.
I
Yeah,
have your number. I won
there
a
you go.
prize too.
Yes. Oh, and she says, "Oh no, he's my shadow."
What does
Well,
that mean, Shadow? Does that mean opposite? Oh, he's fixated. I see. So, yeah, you feel comfortable with that. It's been 2
mhm,
months. You go ahead and think that. And just
yes.
this marker I'm giving you, I hope you pay attention and not go too much into the comfort. So just to understand, nice shadow. Yes, it's very nice because you need things to happen kind of quick. He really doesn't. So you take over and is in the chief and make these decisions. He's kind of okay with that, but
Yeah.
his core essence of what he was born to plan and be methodical. So be on time is
Yeah.
all I'm saying. Be on time.
There you go.
There you
Wow.
go.
Fabulous. Well, you guys, we are almost at the top of the hour. We're at 55 minutes. So, hey, you know what? I don't think we have time to do any more. But I did want to thank Deborah very much for joining me on here. It's always fun to read with you.
Always fun to read with you. I learned so much and we kind of match, it seems like.
I know. I know. Someone had said earlier that we work well together. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. It's
Love it.
somehow it just always falls into place. And when it does, I'm there for the magic.
Yeah, me too. Thank you, Marina, for having me.
Ah, you're more than welcome. All right. So stay with me for a little while and I will say to you guys, thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really means a lot and it helps us get the message out to people who want to hear what we have to say. They just don't know yet who we are. So help them find us. There you go. All right, folks, have a great one and we'll see you later. Bye for now.